Good morning guys, welcome back. First of all, my apologies for any background noises. I unfortunately live in a village and apparently I'm not the only one today who is off from work. So I can hear there is some noise around me, but I've been waiting for 2 hours already to start filming this and I decided to just give it a go. As you can see, I am back with my Trangia again because I have a new addition to my Trangia. And in this video I would like to test this one out. First, little disclaimer, as usual, this product is not being sponsored. I paid it for my own money and the opinions in this video are also my own. And I am talking about a fuel canister adapter. And usually, of course, you use it with a alcohol stove, but this will make it possible to use your Trangia together with just a fuel canister. And you can use this adapter just with any kind of gas canister that you use. And first thing I would like to say is Trangia does have an original one. This one is not an original one because I first would like to try it out to see if I prefer it over the alcohol stove, because obviously that's why you choose to use a Trangia, because I absolutely love the silenceness of a alcohol stove. So I just ordered a non-original one to see if I like it, and then maybe if it doesn't work 100% well, I might consider buying the original one. But for now, it is just a little bit too expensive just to try it out. So just that for you to know. So what I'm going to do, I have here 3 pots with each 400 milliliters of water in it. That's usually the amount that I need for my dehydrating backpacking meal and for Ravi's meal, like the Pamico, to rehydrate again. So I am going to boil it first with the original fuel canister for the alcohol stove, and then with the fuel canister and the new adapter. So I'm going to do that, compare the times and see which one is quicker, because that's what I obviously want to try out. Is it much quicker? I read online that if you are using the gas canister adapter, that the heat will stay a little bit more focused in the middle of your frying pan, and that the alcohol stove completes it more around the whole pan. So we are going to try that out. First I'm going to start with the alcohol stove. So I'm going to add it to the Trangia. I am not using the simmering today because it is only boiling water, so nothing can burn. So I will have it all on full speed, and obviously when I have this one done, I am going to let it cool completely because I do not want to cheat on the gas canister adapter. So I want to make sure that everything is cooled down completely. Therefore I also use 2 different kind of pots. So let's lighten my spirit. Yep, that is on. So I am going to put the first one in, and then I am going to set the timer to see how long it takes for this to start boiling. So as you can see, 6.5 minutes for the original alcohol stove to get 400 milliliters of water boiling. What I would also like to compare to each other is the noise, because like I mentioned, the alcohol fuel is nice and quiet. I will take the pan off. So as you can hear, you do not hear anything coming from the flame. So keep that in mind, how quiet this is. We're also going to test that out with the gas canister adapter. So as you can see, everything has been cooled down completely. So now I'm going to try out the adapter. And maybe when you ever see a Trangia, you are wondering what this hole is for, and that is for the use in combination with the adapter, because you're going to add the adapter itself into here just like you do with the alcohol stove, and then your adapter itself goes through here. So make sure that that's all lined up with each other. See, and then this one stays in just like your alcohol stove does. You can also let go of it. Then I have the adapter here, and I'm going to add it to the fuel canister. Have to be a bit aware that you cannot turn the whole cable, of course. So you do have to turn on your gas canister. Nice and tight, not too tight. So as you can see, then you got here this setup. And then you can start cooking from your gas canister. And then you might think, well, why would somebody would like to use a gas canister instead of the alcohol in the alcohol stove? Because that's the original idea of a Trangia. Well, it could be the fact that you are more reliable, can more rely on gas to get out on the trail. If you are passing a lot of outdoor stores, for example, then or camping stores, you can probably get this one easier. And when you are passing a lot of villages, you can get alcohol for your stove super easily. Spirits you can get everywhere, at least here you can, gas station, supermarket, almost everywhere. It can be that it's just your convenience. And what also might be a good thing, and I think that might be a pro for me, because what I'm struggling with is when this is in my Trangia and the windscreen is on it, when I have to put the simmering on it, well, yeah, that's really a struggle, because I have to throw it in and hoping that it will land on my alcohol stove, which 9 out of 10 times it doesn't. So then you have to fiddle around with either a pot holder or your knife to get it pulled back on it. So it might be easier to use this. So that's why I would like to try it out. What I do think is, like I said, I mentioned already, I do prefer the quietness of the alcohol stove, I think. But we are going to try out how loud this is going to be. So let's light it. Well, at least that works. Let's turn that down a little bit. That makes at least a lot of noise. That's more like the pocket rockets from MSR or something. Definitely more noisy, as you can hear, without any water boiling. Yeah, then the alcohol stove definitely wins it. So that one is on. I'm going to give this full power. Oh yeah, there we go. Ready for takeoff. And I'm going to start my timer again. Well, that was a clear winner in regards to timing. 1.5 minutes compared to 6.5 minutes. So yeah, in regards to time, then this one absolutely is way quicker. So if you are having longer mileage per day and you do not have an hour time, for example, to take your lunch break, this might be an option for you, because you have water boiling super quickly, or when the weather is bad and you, of course, obviously never cook in your tent, but I think I do not have to tell you that. The weather is bad and you must cook in the vestibule of your tent, or you still want to cook outside, but you do not want to sit there waiting for 6.5 minutes or even longer if you need more water to start boiling, then this might be an option as well. So yeah, I think you should have to consider what is most convenient for you. Future me, just one little addition. When I started cleaning it up, I noticed that after using the gas canister, that the windshield of the Trangia gets way hotter than it becomes with the alcohol stove. So be aware of that. And one little addition as well in regards to why you would choose fuel over alcohol stove. It might be more convenient when you are a beginner user of the Trangia, because when you do not know exactly how much alcohol you need, oh, there it goes. You do not know how much alcohol you need and you run out of it during cooking, you have to wait until the Trangia has been cooled down completely, also the alcohol stove, so the burner itself. So then your food cools down, and that might not be the best option when it is summer. So if you are not aware of how much fuel you need, how much alcohol, then this might be an option as well. So I hope this video was helpful to you, that it could give you an impression of the possibilities that you can use in combination with your Trangia. And I would like to ask you, please consider giving us a like, subscribe to the channel and notify the alarm bell. And then, as always, enjoy the outdoors, and we will catch you on the next trail. Goodbye.